Oh, I don't know if I got you. I was trying to startle you a little. Hey, it's Brandon Lee, and we're going through the 15 invaluable laws of growth. And today we're going through law number 10, the law of the rubber band. And it's more of a hair band for my daughters, but it'll work. The rubber band. The subtitle of this is Growth Stops When You Lose the Tension Between Where You Are and Where You Could Be. Hey, this whole chapter is really about life beginning at the end of our comfort zone. Growth takes place when we get outside of our comfort zone and we're ready to stretch ourselves a little bit. You know, if you think about a rubber band, it's not really doing its purpose. It's not really doing its job unless it's under some sort of a tension. And we are not really growing. We're not expanding ourselves. We're not developing and pushing ourselves unless we're under a little bit of tension. You know, it's really easy for us to get into comfort zones and rest in it and settle. Years go by, decades go by, and you look back, and what did you have? I mean, you've probably heard this all before. In fact, I just saw a thing on Facebook this morning that was about things that people say on their deathbed. And, you know, their regrets tend to be towards things they didn't do, not so much about things they tried to do. So when we're under tension, we're outside of our comfort zone is where we grow. It's where we learn. It's where we push the limits of our lives. But it only comes through taking a little bit of a risk, having some courage, and pushing through. So in this chapter, you know, a couple interesting things. One, I never knew this before, but I'll just pop this out of the chapter. It says 42% of college graduates never read a book after college. Really? 42%? I mean, that's crazy. I mean, what it says to me is that we get comfortable, we settle, and then we don't really grow. Remember, we talked about this before, and it just came to me, and I forgot which video it was in. We talked about change happens, but growth doesn't necessarily happen, right? I mean, seasons come, seasons go, time goes by, but are you growing or are you just changing? This chapter is really challenging us on how we stretch, how we intentionally push limits in our lives in order to grow, in order to accomplish more in our lives, in order to accomplish more of our dreams and aspirations. You know, yeah, I think here's what I take from this chapter. Without giving away all the nuggets, because it doesn't serve this whole chapter well just by taking one or two things from it. But here's the homework that I would give to you. And again, I think this is another one that as soon as I say it, you're going to identify something fairly quickly. But in what areas of your life have you lost the stretch? In other words, where have you settled? Where have you gotten comfortable? And you would like to push more. Now, I get it. There are seasons where comfort is a great thing. Being comfortable financially, you know, being comfortable within relationships, all those things are something. I mean, by definition, comfortable, it just makes me think of a cozy blanket in some place I don't want to get out of, right? But where are areas that you've settled in and you need to get out? What areas are those of your life, and why is that important to you? What would it do in all areas of your life if you pushed yourself out of that comfort zone? So spend some time reflecting on that, and strategies or reasons why you really should be pushing yourself there. So again, this is the law of the rubber band and John Maxwell's 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. As usual, I hope that served you well. I hope that I could keep you on your toes, shooting rubber bands at you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.